I do kind of wish they gave them their own unique designs, because, I mean, you can see this is basically just old man guy. But, like I said, I'm nitpicking. The game is super fucking fun. Like, seriously, I strongly recommend this game. It's so good. I think I've already, like, I think I've went over all my downsides of the game. Is, the female designs on, like, everybody but Iris. Because she's the only one with a name. I'm not gonna count generic village lady number 7. Because she's not really supposed to have a design that stands out. I feel like the spy should have a design that stands out, but she really just looks like a blonde version of those generic women NPCs that run away. But yeah, I'm gonna skip some cut. Actually, no, I think I'm done with cutscenes now. Actually, it's really funny. There's one boss fight and one route that you'll repeat, and they refer to it as his brother when you do it again, which I think is really funny. It's like, you'll pay for defeating my brother. Translation's not the best on this. I think the creator's native language was Spanish. So I'm pretty sure this is a Spanish game, which is fun. Which that's not like a knock or anything like that. In fact, don't you call me a loser. I already know I'm one. You don't need to insult me. Like, jeez. Yeah, now in case any of you are wondering if they also let them explode, the one female mook, which is also the one human mook in the game that's an enemy, other than the ninjas, most likely. Actually, there's a number of furries. The shopkeeper's shopkeeper's like a mild furry. She's like a fox girl thing, which is like skin tone. Yeah, whatever. Who really cares? I should have parried that. I saw it coming too. I actually tried to parry that one, but he was going in the wrong direction and I wasn't where he was. So these ninjas are annoying because they like to parry. Who do you think you are? Me? You son of a bitch. I thought I got that one, but I didn't. And they're all dead. And that's the end of the stage. I'm so glad that you can find like a surfboard stage. It reminds me of Ninja Turtles. I love stages like that. This is my favorite route, mainly because there's a lot more variation in the levels. There is like one of the levels is like you ride a float. And you can throw like every enemy off of it, other than like the boss and like a couple mooks that show up. The boss is annoying, though. He's like this flying Batman. Okay, I don't like you on both sides of me, so why don't we just fuck off, okay? Now, I could continue moving right now, but it would summon more of these assholes, and I'd rather fight them in smaller droves. Okay. Now I got... Okay. There we go. Okay, he's dead. Now, if another one spawns, it's okay, because... Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot something I even told you guys. Don't jump in on these assholes, because they will just fucking uppercut you into hell. Okay, they're all here now. No! Ah, shit. My first death. That looked like a cool clash, though. Unfortunately, I lost that clash. Well, time to go all fucking Kenshiro on these assholes. Okay. Fucking hell! There's just so much on screen right now. I'm sorry I'm getting quiet. It's just... Look at this shit. I tried to avoid this happening, but I was too busy talking. But you know, it's an LP, so I have to talk. Yeah, I played a lot of beat 'em ups. Let's see, if I had to pick some of my favorites, this is actually up there. I mean, I can't think of a single beat 'em up with a good story, so we're not even gonna bother with that. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is one I really enjoy. Sad thing about that game is, I know I mentioned this in a video before, but so because of, you know, copyrights and shit, and the fact that it was a licensed title for the movie, as well as, you know, a comic. Actually, I think it might even have to do with the movie, but well, that game was really, really fucking good. You actually can't get it anymore. You cannot buy Scott Pilgrim vs. the World anymore. You cannot download it anymore. I think I can re-download it if I was to uninstall it, but it cannot be bought. It cannot be re-downloaded. The only way you can actually play that, access that game again, is if you... Oh, I'm gonna die. Fuck. So I'm too busy talking. The only way you can really access that game anymore is if you know somebody who has it. So if you've never played it, and I don't think there's a PC version anyone's like cobbled together. If there is one though, I'm gonna have to look into that. Because that was actually another one that I really liked. Now what I kind of like about this game, unlike like Scott Pilgrim or Castle Crashers, you start off with all of your abilities, and I kind of like, so one thing that kind of makes like Scott Pilgrim or Castle Crashers kind of rough in the beginning is some stuff you don't have in the early game, like throwing and shit like that, or using your magic. You don't get all the fun stuff for a little bit. Oh, you know what? I should have kept those karate guys around. Also, I like to call this seizure path because of all the fucking flashes. Seriously, do not play this game in a dark room. I really feel like they should cut back on the flashes here. Like, it's really bad here. I went silent there because I was trying to not die and had to parry that. Well, not trying not to die, I was trying to avoid damage. Oh yeah, breaking these will get you items. I'm gonna save that for a couple seconds from now. Sorry, my eye's itching. That's why I wasn't really, like, moving around there. Oh, I hate all the flashes here. Close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. There's flashes and explosions everywhere. Sorry, I'm not talking. It's the flashes. I do like the music shift, though. Let me just break you idiots. Yeah, when you get this, you can pretty much just mash. You do get a cool thing, though, if you hit the special where it zooms in. And, of course, it does, like, absurd amounts of damage. I just want to break you. I hate that, you know, I mean, I was mentioning it earlier, but I hate that it takes damage for this rather than combo. Okay, now it's two of these guys. They fight exactly the same as the other ones. Or other one. I could parry all that, but I'm stupid and I'm trying to kill everything. I do like that I can just throw an enemy into someone. Okay, so down is away from you, like throwing an enemy away, and up is throwing an enemy to the ground, like right in front of you. There we go, got him. But actually talking about other beat 'em ups, because I was on the conversation with Scott Pilgrim and that's thing. Other ones I like, obviously I like Final Fight a lot. There's some, I'm gonna see if there's any like obscure ones. Rushing Beat's pretty good. I played that one. I'm trying to get any other ones. There's a fan-made. I heard it somewhere on my computer. I wouldn't mind playing through it sometime. There's a so there was a game called Rage of Streets, something like that. It was like a fan-made Streets of Rage project of making like custom Streets of Rage games. Someone made one of the fighting game World Heroes and it was a lot of fun. Ah, this guy. So he's basically like that one boss from Streets of Rage who just throws knives at you. Now, you can fight him twice if you go down one route and they refer to each other as brothers. Which I think is really funny. Just because the idea of, like, a recycled boss being called a brother. There is a recycled boss in my route. Now, you might be wondering why I'm dodging all these guys and focusing on them versus him. These women are really annoying when you don't pay attention to them. Because their attacks attack twice. Well, they're dead now, so I don't need to worry about them anymore. And everything else that shows up after this is just kind of... eh. These guys are probably one of the least annoying ones to show up because they're kind of slow. They just block. Also, fun fact, if he throws knives, if he throws them into, like, one of the enemies from me, yeah, he'll hurt his friends. Oh shit, I didn't jump. This is what happens when you're talking, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of playing the video game, but then again, this is an LP. Oh, so flies are after this. I've never actually killed those guys before. Oh well. Try to kill this guy as quickly as possible. Of course, I'm having problems. There we go. Whew. I'm having problems because I'm being stupid and I'm trying to talk. I might upload this as just one video. Nah, that'd be really long. Fuck that noise. I like how I contemplate things in the recording. Like a smart person. Yeah, because this is like over an hour yet to play. So this is the final level! Yes! We're finally here. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this all together. I guess I'll figure out when I bring this into the editing room and decide. Excuse me while I talk about editing. But I guess on the conversation I was talking about before, what are some other fighting games beat-em-ups I played? There actually aren't that many the more I think about it. I know there's the X-Men one, which is really good. Like, the X-Men one's probably another one of my favorites. What were some other ones? Simpsons 1 sucks. No, seriously, the hit detection in that game is awful. I don't understand why... I think it's only nostalgia that people like that game for, because the hit detection is just trash! At least in the, Wait, hold on, I think there's something... Oh, damn it. Well, guess I'm dead. Oh boy. So let's see here. The Simpsons game, which I didn't really like. I don't think I ever played the Alien vs. Predator beat 'em up. I know that game's apparently really good, but I don't think I've ever played it. I know there's a, this is one beat 'em up where you punch, like, or like one of the boss fights is literally just Frankenstein. That one I haven't played. But I remember I watched someone play it for a little bit. And I kind of want to play it. Like, I know, like, the intro enemy is zombies. I just think that's before zombies were played out. It's like right after Halloween, I'm talking about zombies. Oh. Probably a little bit longer for you guys when you watch this, but you get the idea. Actually, it's not right after Halloween for me recording this, but I'm trying to anticipate when this video comes out and yada yada yada. I'm breaking the fourth wall. Fractionalism, what's that? Okay, this cat's annoying me. I didn't even know he could combo like that. Too busy yakking. Also, the flashing in this stage isn't nearly as obnoxious because it's just the black. But still, like I said in, like, the first episode, epilepsy warnings. At least it's not as bad as the fucking woods. God, there were flashes everywhere there. Ugh, excuse me, I got a burp. I don't think you heard it, though. But, you know, I On reflex, excuse me. And here's our first elevator segment. I find beat-em-ups almost always end with an elevator segment towards the end. I don't know why, it just seems to be like the tradition. I'm not too fond of them, but I'm also not too upset with them? But like, I can name so many beat-em-ups that, like, on their last stage, they just have like this giant elevator section up to the boss, or up to like an area close to the boss. I like the music on the elevator though, it's really good. Seriously, the soundtrack they made for this game is excellent. It's rock. It's like dumb rock, and I love it. And the jazzier tunes are great too. Like, I would love to hire this musician for something if I was making something, and I want a rock theme. This is who I would want to hire. I know he's the guy on the like in the intro, like the one jamming on the guitar. He's the one who did the music. I love though that a lot of the enemies can hurt themselves and each other by doing some of their attacks. There we go. The nice thing about the wall, you can just juggle a motherfucker against that wall for eternity. I'm gonna try and keep that apple for a little bit. I threw it at her because she's annoying in this elevator. Because she can just, from a distance, do that. Oh yeah, I forgot! He can do a jump throw. I actually forgot that he can do that. If you grab someone and you jump, you can do this fucking spinning pile driver. It's great. Well, they're all bones. Rattle me bones. It's too spooky. There's so many skeletons. When did you guys start doing that forever? Who do you think you are, the cat? Thought I was gonna parry that, but I guess not. I'm gonna die. Because now I'm gonna fight a character who's really... So, this is probably one of the, in my opinion, I don't really like this boss. I'll tell you why. So, it's Ricardo reskinned. The only way to really make him flinch is to throw him. And here's the kicker. When he wakes up, he'll just do that. Every time. And you can't really juggle him, so you gotta run. Oh, and he can do all kinds of shit to you, though. Can I throw him? There we go. Sorry, I went quiet because I was just focused on trying to kill him. I really hate him. I get the gimmick, I get it, I understand it, I hate it. You ever just have that in a game where it's like, no, I completely understand what I'm supposed to do, and I can do it very adequately, at the very least. But you're just like, even though I can do it, it doesn't mean I think it's good. Let me see the health. There we go. So it's another one of these cats. And no, this elevator isn't like a boss rush, it's just a couple old enemies show up again. I kind of wish you only had to parry that once. I feel like parrying it multiple times is awkward and this doesn't feel right. Like, I wish you could just, I know you could just do a special, but, you know. I sometimes want to counter and combo more. Alright, just stay up here when he comes out. 'Cause he's always down there when he rides in like an asshole. By the way, I really wasn't paying attention when I parried there. I know I probably look like a cool guy doing that, but I really didn't even, that was an accident. I mean, I meant to do that, totally. Talking about beat-ems is kind of hard. I played a lot of Streets of Rage as a kid. Streets of Rage 2 is my favorite one of those, by the way. 3 is alright. 1, it didn't age too hot. Side note, I know they do that run in this game the slave women. You know what's a run I hate? Whenever I see it in animation or anything, it's what I call the girl run. The girl run is where it's always female characters. It's where as they run, they have their hands up in the air with their wrists kind of facing toward you, and they're just kind of just hanging there, like with their elbows bent. I'm sure you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Like if you just try to picture it for a second. Or hell, they do it, like I said, the slave women do it in this game earlier in the game. Not these ones. Not the dominatrix women, which, you know, I guess are just, which are basically just a beat up staple, I think. Ever since Double Dragon brought them in. Though in Double Dragon, they had like mohawks and shit and looked like punk chicks. They only looked like dominatrixes in like Streets of Rage. Double Dragon was like, nah, they're fucking punks. But, which means they're better. But, I didn't say a damn thing. But, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna go. There was a point I was gonna make, and then I made my dumb joke. And, I've lost my train of thought. Well, we're going to the boss room now. Let's just fast forward this. There used to be only 2 of these fuckers, and they put a 3rd one in one of the updates, I swear to God. The fucking monsters, the maniacs. What? I'm okay at fighting them-ish. I need to jump out of here. It seems to be like they have a cool-off on when they do it. I think it's the first time I've ever seen you just do a regular punch. Whew, I can't believe I did all that to dodge that fucking punch. You'd think I was slick or something, but I'm not. Let me see if I can grab this knife in time. Aw, oh, damn it! Well, here's the final boss. His name is just The Boss, which, you know, like I said, the names in this game suck. And this boss fight is basically like a mix of, the final fight from, fuck. Yeah, it's more like the Streets of Rage final fight from 1 and 2. Actually, it's very like Streets of Rage 2. And a little bit of 1 as well. Because, like, in 1, basically, what was always kind of funny in beat-em-ups was, like, it would be like, the final boss, a guy with a gun! They did that in Urban Reign as well. And what was actually interesting about Urban Reign was, you had to basically... I remember it was actually pretty hard. You had to dodge a shot or hit him before he shot you. Because a gunshot in that game was actually treated as a one-shot kill. And it was only... He was the only person to use it. And this entire, like, street gang war you have, this motherfucker's the only one with a gun. One of the hardest bosses. He's like... He's one of the harder bosses. The hardest one is actually this wrestler dude, who you get to fight a couple times. There's one time we got to fight him one-on-one. Ooh. It's fucking scary. This is a recycled boss, obviously. What's funny is it's only recycled if you go the route I took. Otherwise, you don't fight these guys. One of the routes recycled has that bull I fought in the elevator. Yeah, they decided to use that one twice. Why did they decide to use that one twice? Because I don't know. Fuck you, you're dead. And now so are you. Oh, almost. And now he's dead. I like that he laughs and he reacts like that when you kill them. I like his design. I don't know, something about lion bosses are kind of cool. Also, the way he breathes just... Ugh. The deadliest weapon of them all. A gun. Actually, Urban Reign's another beat-em-up that I enjoyed. That game didn't get too high, like, score-wise. And I don't think it did too hot sales-wise, but I really liked it. Actually, I remember playing, oh, that's actually another reason why I should probably get, fucking Yakuza at some point, because I've never played Yakuza. The closest thing I played was there was a game called Beatdown, And I remember I played that game. And that was fun, beat down. Oh, fuck, I died. Good thing I have like 6 lives. By the way, don't try to throw this guy. He'll sometimes take it, and sometimes he'll just fucking decide he's had enough of your shit, hit you with his gun, and just unload in your face. Oh god, the whips. I don't like the whips. Get out of here. Not from you, at least. Ah, no, get out. No, fuck you. Stop that. Oh, yes! I got the combo right into the boss! That's great! There's something satisfying about, like, when you're doing a combo to someone, and you're, like, finishing them off, and then you're able to string it into another enemy. Especially if it's a boss fight. There we go. And the game is beaten. I'm gonna put the controller down now, because I'm done. I beat the game. I kind of wish there was another phase to that boss, because he's a little underwhelming, I find, because he's just an asshole with a gun. Assholes with guns don't impress me when I can do fucking German suplexes in the sky. In fact, it makes him look weaker than everybody else, because he just pulls out a gun and shoots. If it was a setting with normal humans, it would, you know, feel a little bit more real. And these tokens I'm getting, you can use as unlock content. You can unlock content by, you know, using these coins, and then, I think getting the ability to buy them, you have to do certain goals. Yeah, it took me a little longer on a couple stages, but I also chipped off some time on other ones. If you look right there. But, you know, this is actually kind of cool. It has like a speedrun little guide here, so you can actually speedrun. More games need to have stuff like that. You can actually have the speedrun bar on the screen. But I have it disabled because I'm not speedrunning or anything like that. One thing that sucks about this game, you can speed up the text, but you cannot skip the cutscene. And yeah, basically he pulls a "you didn't win, I chose to lose," and self-destructs the island and falls down dead. However, Ricardo has come to save me, the other playable character. He just walks off if you played as him. And just escapes with his tiny, tiny legs that don't really move. I kind of enjoy that only his legs move. It's kind of funny. It's, you can say it's cheap animation, but it's so funny. Also, the animation in this game are really good, so I don't think it was to be cheap. Some asshole on their acoustic guitar. Actually, who am I kidding? This is really good. Man, wish the story was a little better. If it was a little better and the characters had better names, ooh, this game would be, ooh, it'd be up there with on my list. It's definitely one of my favorite games that come out this year, though. I know I said that with a lot of games I Let's Play this year, because I played a lot of games that came out this year. And a lot of them are games that I really like. But, yeah. I can speed up the text a little bit. Basically, she says, like, obviously the mutants were set up by somebody. The boss couldn't take control by himself. He has support from somebody. Basically, they're setting up a sequel. They're setting up a sequel where you fight whoever the true enemy is. Another game I played, another indie game I played called Bot Vice does a similar thing. Please, for the love of God, don't. So, if I ever make games with stories where there's like each one goes through a story or like a trilogy or something stupid like that, if I ever do something like that, Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Probably not. I have a rule where the way a game ends will not have a cliffhanger like this. Where it's like, who's the attacker? Who was really behind the events of this entire story? Find out in the sequel whenever that comes out, if it comes out. Like, if I'm going to do a sequel hook, it would be like showing off a character who would be in my sequel. And, you know, in a scene where it'd be like, who's that guy? And that would be it. But, like, everything in the story concluded and wrapped up nicely. Or at least wrapped up for the most part, unless, you know, it's like the second game. Then I would maybe do more of a cliffhanger-ish sort of thing. But for your first game, you don't really want to do that. But, that's just my opinion. Whatever. But it's also an indie title, so it's less likely to end up like Mirror's Edge, where we don't get the sequel, instead we get a prequel. But, yeah, this was Fight and Rage. Let me just speed up these credits. They're not very long credits, because, you know, it was a very small team, I can tell. But It was a very good game. And I really recommend this game. Like, seriously, it's like, I think it's like 15, 20 bucks. And for the replay value, it's pretty good. But like I said, warning, you have to play it in one sitting if you wanna get all the, beat the game and see the ending, because it doesn't save between stages, which sucks. Anywho, guys, I hope you enjoyed Fight and Rage, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.